Ja.
Hallo, hallo, Test, 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 hallo, Test, Test, hallo.
Also im Livestream.
Ja, es kann mega verspätet sein. Hallo, hallo, Test, 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 20 Sekunden, hallo, hallo. Test, 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 bin ich schon schwätze im Livestream? Hallo, hallo, Test, Test, Test.
Bist du stumm?
Nein, jetzt nicht.
I struggle with recordings.
It's gonna be good morning, everyone. It's gonna be fine.
Really good morning.
No pressure, we're gonna be famous.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Except for I think I've seen everyone really.
I hope everyone is having fun so far, creating all their good ideas and creations. How is it going for you guys? Anyone
Very
wants to
quiet.
share? No? Okay.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Rooms are filling up.
Yeah, it is. Yamake, I think your background is flipped. That's okay.
Whose background? My
we have
background?
5 left.
No.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm doing a test with the audio for the main room. So I'll just speak for
Seems
a
to
few
work.
seconds. Does it work?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. Maybe
Good.
through the wall, but not sure.
How about now?
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Also Timothy ist auch stumm geschaltet.
Ja, ich weiß. Vorher hat er etwas gesagt und hat es nicht gehört. Aber jetzt nimmt es einfach das Mic.
One, two, test. 1, 2, test. We're testing the speakers in the main room. Does that work, Antonio? Testing. 1, 2. I don't think it's working. Lisa, if you can hear me, can you give a thumbs up? Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for the audio to work in the main room, but in the meantime, I think we can do a roll call of the teams. How does that sound? Sounds good. Okay, so I know, okay, we have Get More Brain team here. Do we have task-based team present?
Yeah, some people are here at least.
Yes. Upskill, I know Luis, I saw him. Yeah, Luis is here and upskilled. Tutory. Yeah, I think Tutory is here. Logic solution. No. Adaptive. I think I saw Stephen from Adaptive just now. Team on-site. Yep. They're here. Team Yoshi. Yep. Duplicate. Got it. Okay, so for the judges, is the Duplicate team here? Uplicate.
They're a
No.
combined team. Yes, here we are.
Yes, we are.
Combined to who? To the Olu team or?
No, we are
Because
team
team
one plus.
Yeah,
Oh,
team
yeah,
one
yeah,
half
yeah.
plus didn't come.
So it's basically Hugo and myself and the Duplicate guys.
Okay, great. Okay, the speaker works. And then the Olu team, yep, I've been talking to Marie, Baba.
Yeah, we're here. Baba is here.
Yeah, can you guys post the video first?
We are here.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, that was kind of an impromptu start to the to the meeting. That was from Smart Test. We're gonna go back to the roll call for the moment. So Team Q from Ecuador, they've submitted a video instead because this is 3 a.m. for them. So I will be showing that later on. Code linguistics.
Antonia, please stop the audios because I have like 2 audios. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Antonio, if you could mute. Is code linguistics here? Okay, so I'm just gonna mark that. And team, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. Yantipoe. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hi. Okay, we have a bit of a technical issue setting up the computer, just a bit. Can we switch a little? Can we go a little bit later?
Of course, of course. And which team are you in? Sorry.
We are in that team. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we collaborate with another team somehow. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I think we don't mind going forward if you need someone to start, like Luis. Just well, he doesn't say anything, so if you need someone to start, like, it's fine.
Sure. I was thinking of we were going to previously split it with on-site and online, but I think because everyone needs to present from their own computer anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I'll be very happy to hear from the upskill team. If Luis, would you like to start, and Maria as well?
Yeah, sure. We can start.
So yeah, so for the judges, this is upskilled, UPSKYLD on your sheets.
Suzanne is having a problem.
Let me. Oops.
I think it might be her internet.
Do you want me to start the presentation, Luis, or do you want to do it?
I think we can go ahead. So Luis.
Okay, I'll share the slides. Let me see if I can find it here.
Mary, which team is this?
Upskilled.
Upskilled, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say that we're really happy that there's so many teams that followed through, and yeah, basically everyone's here. So that's really.
There we go.
Okay, so 5 minutes stop chrono.
Start counting now.
Okay, perfect. So hi everyone. So we're here to present to you what Team Upskilled came up with to learn languages with Upskilled. We were a team of 5 people. So Luis, Reda, and Shatima were more on the tech side, and Nicole and myself more on the product management side. So I think, Luis, you can go to the next slide.
Sure. Okay,
so the current problem is the following. Learning platforms, they are not sufficient to help language learners successfully interact in real-life situation. The people are growing out of the apps. They can't really engage with it. It's too formal. Users, they want to interact with real conversations rather than a gamify example that they won't use in real life, and they need to be able to use it anywhere, even with low access to internet. How can I choose a content that is adapted to my level and to my goal? Because am I learning for fun? Am I learning for work, to communicate with another country? Possibilities are infinite. We came up with a solution which is a podcast-based language learning for learners to upskill anytime and anywhere, which is the perfect format for casual and lifelong learning. And then I will leave it to Luis to present you what we came up with.
Let's see. So Nicole, did you want to present this part, or?
No, all you.
It's us? Okay, well, and then this is, so you'll see in the next slide, we have a couple of, I would say, deliverables that we worked on during the hackathon as a team. And here you have a small video of some of the design work that went on early on Saturday. And so you can see what our thinking process was with respect to this problem. Let's hope that the video starts. So I'm clicking actually on the on the Google Meet. Sorry about that. There we go. So the user comes in. She or he chooses their language, and then sort of the reason why they're using the app. Then they look at their language level they want to work on, And this notion is important for us. It's the amount of time they actually have to learn. So this is the podcast that the solution came up with. A short English language podcast. Actually, it's not that short. That was about half an hour podcast. And then we come to the part where we can have an assessment. Yeah. So, and this is actually what we came up with. Part of the products that we came up with is just a small prototype to show the interaction with some of the tasks in Open Task Pool. And yeah, so that's what we came up with.
So why did we decide to go on podcast? Is because podcast is really one of the most efficient way first and for all to learn a language. Also, cutting edge content is on podcast, so you will have the ability to actually listen to real life conversation and not those for instance very weird sentences that we all used to on Duolingo, such as I'm gonna buy my cucumber to the health department store, which is something that you might never use in real life, and to listen to its active learning. That is why we decided to really focus on the audio for that hackathon.
Exactly. And so I'll just take you to this last slide. Oops, no, I think I started the video again. Sorry. Okay, here. So these are the sort of the deliverables. So as you saw the Figma prototype, you also saw item number 4, the low-code quiz prototype. But we also had another prototype that it didn't make it into the global experience, which was integrating with TaskBase. And so Reda had been working on that, but we didn't manage to put it together. The way that worked is that we used the transcript of the podcast to extract keywords. So there's a notebook, a Google Colab notebook, that shows how we did that. And then using TaskBase again, I'm sorry, the Open Task Pool API. Then we went to get relevant quizzes, and we imported that data into the low-code quiz prototype. We were looking at GPT-4 for summarization, and we also used GPT-4 to actually generate our own quizzes. That would have been sort of a next step, is to actually generate these things. And so we good results with essay and close types of quizzes. Multiple choice, we had done some tests earlier, actually last week, but it didn't seem to work quite as well as I expected. But I think it's just a matter of time. And so yeah, so the whole product, I mean, the whole result where we wanted to go was to have an audio first experience with the formative assessment via TaskBase. So that is sort of a next step for that. And something that I wanted to maybe expound on with respect to bitmark. I mean, I know that there's a lot of publishing companies and content producers that are using bitmark, right? But one of the use cases that could be relevant for our learning experiences, people could be able to sort of peer-to-peer share their content, because if you look at the upskilled product, and so this is something that's not in the design here, but in the upskilled product, we do have a sort of a note-taking tool, and in the end, these episodes, these podcast episodes, plus the notes, plus maybe some generated textual content could be shared and improved through peer-to-peer sharing. So that's just an idea that I wanted to put up. Yeah, I think that's where we're at.
Yep. Thanks.
I don't know if that's it, Timothy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. Thanks.
I'll stop sharing then.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So next up, we have adaptive publishing. Are we in the house? Oh, we have raised hands from Julia.
No, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay. Do we have someone from adaptive publishing to present? If we don't, that's okay. Oh, yes, yes, Stephen. Hi. Okay, he's here.
Myself. Hey everyone, can you hear me already? Awesome. So let me see. As you see, I was tripped by daylight saving time, which is obviously trick number one in a hackathon. Calculate how many hours you have left, specifically if you're in a team of one. I'm Stefan, I'm from Adaptive Publishing. So I didn't have time to do any slides, but I would like to share something with you that I hacked together in the last 23 hours. Am I sharing already? Sorry? Yes. Awesome. Cool. So obviously I don't want to start here. I want to start here. Randall is a tool to read and learn a foreign language, basically. That was a quick concept I came up with on Friday evening with the idea of trying out some new tools along the way and trying to experiment a bit with bitmark. Basically, the idea is that if you want to learn a foreign language, you obviously want to know which language you want to learn. Let's start with German, and you want to pick a topic which really interests you because as we already heard in the podcast topic, you don't want to learn about cucumbers if you really hate them, right? So you can basically here's a list of topics. I scraped some news articles around the web. You could say, I don't know, like I'm interested in football or like in this Ed Sheeran guy, or veganism doesn't have any articles right now, economy neither. So that's obviously the demo effect. Let me see. I think I know why. Because I'm not on the production instance, guys. Here we go. I'll send you the link in a second. Because here we do have articles around most of these topics at least. And if you say, I want to learn a bit about Billie Eilish, then you can basically click on one of those articles. And the concept here is that I scraped on news sites. I asked GPT to summarize and greatly simplify the content. So this is not copyrighted content. It's paraphrased and highly simplified. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but if you have trouble reading, right. So basically, sentence by sentence, you can basically read this and try to follow along. Used a couple of Amazon services for that. And if you don't understand it yet, you can hit this button here and you see a slightly complicated translation help in English. If you click again, then you see that the house had small rooms and simple decor and crumbling plants. And if you've read through the article, you can also obviously look at the full version here. Then GPT has prepared a couple of questions of understanding for you. And for each of these, you obviously can get an answer. Again, this is all automatically generated. I have a scraper which is running in the background. It can scrape RSS feeds or actual simple articles. And the feature which actually was developed in the train on the way is the bitmark export, which is putting this into a bitmark format. I think my 5 minutes are probably over by now. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, Stefan. Stefan. Okay, next up. Can everyone hear me? Okay, great. I would like to ask Team Baba to present.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelvin, and actually, I have background noise, so I'd rather do a presentation, like a pre-recorded presentation. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen in a moment. Okay, can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and then thank you for having us to present on our solution for the hackathon organized by Bitmark. Okay, so our solution to this learning, let's say, theme is to present. So the name of our team is the Barber. Okay, so what we want to do is basically, or what we would think would help us achieve what's would help people to learn is basically we want to work on things related to affective, cognitive, and then psychomotor. So the affective is going to be something that we want people to love what they are doing. Cognitive is something related to the mind, memory. Psychomotor is related to, let's say, actions. Okay, so letting the person play something like game. The entirety of what we want to do is to gamify the entire process. Okay, so with these three things combined, I think it would help people actually absorb whatever they need to absorb to help them learn languages or learn. So first, we are focused on mobile first design. So as learning is on the go, so just as now mobile devices, people prefer to be to learn with their phones, okay, than to carry laptops around. So mobile first design is what we are considering. Okay, so learning on the go, people are just going to learn whilst they are in they are commuting or chatting or whatever. And then we want variety and then personalization. Okay, so people need to be able to personalize the experience. Okay, so we have variety of games or quizzes that the people can take to learn a particular um, language. And then shorts, we want it to be shorts. Okay, so shorts bites, so bites like or bite size content. Okay, so if you see our UI, we want everything to be within 5. So if we take a topic, just 5 questions. Okay, so just like TikTok, quick videos, short. And then we want to gamify the experience, which is why we've added leaderboard. We want to create a community, and then now just so it reminds people of where they are, their accomplishments, achievements, and then we add some badges, stars, ratings, and the likes. Okay, and then we have retake, so people can also retake the quizzes or the questions. And then accessibility, so we want to add speech to text, text to speech, and then translation features in this application. So I'm Kelvin, microlearning instructional developer, Prescott Yamiche, IT support, and then Winifred Asante, aspiring software developer. She's the youngest amongst us. So we'll present our video on our application in a moment. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and then thank you for having us to present on our solution for the hackathon organized by Bitmark. Okay, so our solution to this learning, okay, so a moment, I need to share that's the recording. Let me see, how do I change the slide? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and then I'm Kelvin, and then this is our application called Baba, so learning language app. So this is our splash screen, and then our user have to register. The reason why we would want people to register is we want to know their profession, whether they are instructors, teachers, educators, or they have their profession. Just so because somewhere in the program we have the gamification feature, just so we are able to see what people can are doing, okay, and then the contribution people are making. So you can see the leaderboard contributions, and then yeah, so we want to actually gamify the experience. Okay, which is why we want people to register, because we are trying to create a community, so a community where people can actually help each other or one another. So let me go to the home. Now, so with the home, we have the language that you can translate to, and then we have the progress. Okay, so these are games that the person can play, the scores, and then the number of games the person has played. These are a number of quizzes or gamification projects that people can actually play, or games people can play just to help them learn the language. So first, let's check our progress here. So when you click on the view more, and see we have these badges, and then interest. This is what makes it very interesting. So we are giving them nudges. So nudges is just supposed to help them know about their states in the app. So their progress so far, whether they've completed a game, a quiz. So we have various type of games that they can play to help them interact and then learn the language. So we've made lots of games. Okay, and so the person who talks or who is on top gets acknowledgements, and then the badges. This person does 200 million or contributed like 200 million times. We have the achievers. So this person has completed almost all the games. Okay. So when I click on the view badge, to take us to the person's badges, achievement, contribution. See, we have this, so you can actually drag and drop them to actually fill in the blanks. We actually want to limit everything to 5 questions. Okay, so people are on the go.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to.
Or this,
I think we have
whether
to
it's
wrap up pretty
English
soon.
or this is a solar system.
Yeah.
It's reminded, and then thank you. Okay, so thank you. I think my time is spent. I'll stop sharing.
Thanks very much, Team Baba.
You're welcome.
I'd like to call on the Upacate team next, and also after that the on-site team here, just so that they have time to prepare, so that they have to come in the room. So Upacate, would you like to present?
Yes, Hugo, are you ready?
Yes, sorry, yes. Yeah, exactly. The combined team there, Explorer Learning, yeah. So let me just share this tab. Right, so lovely. So if everyone can see that. So our premise was simply an idea to give those who don't have an opportunity to take a look at the world and get to know the world that from the language that they are learning, really get to know it and take on that cultural capital that they perhaps might be missing out on otherwise. And 1 second. And so with that, the idea is that they should be able to explore sort of 360 world and see this area, things like Brandenburg Gate, for example, and then answer questions on the history, on the things that they can see in this environment, so they can really explore it and learn through that. And of course, if, for example, this is learning German, taking German as the language of the questions as well. So practicing their language as well as taking on that cultural capital and really getting to know it as well. And then on top of that, Livia?
Yes, can you please go to previous slide still? Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, so just to mention something here, what we thought about was that this whole environment will create kind of learning journeys depending on the language level. So for example, now we're looking at an example, it's a language journey 8.2, so based on difficulty, right, and the level of the language knowledge. And then we have different missions that are perhaps this one is a historical, it's a one about historical events that took place in Berlin. So they're gonna learn the language through interaction with the culture of the country of that language. And then if we move on, as Hugo said to the next slide, we thought, what if on top of everything else, we get this grammar hints and this just-in-time information that a language learner needs when they interact with the new language. Because, for example, you may hear repeatedly the same question, right, on the street. Something like, how do I get there? But you don't know why the native speaker uses do I, they don't understand the system of the language. So we wanted to offer this kind of information hints, and then also test the knowledge. So for example, in the question that was explained earlier, that you can see at the bottom, we underlined 2 words. So those would be the words that are explained grammatically. And on top of that, there would be some questions, testing questions. We created those as well. We have a lot more to show, but we didn't want to bother you with all that. But as it says on the slide, we would continue kind of with a testing question as well, so that they are able to use this grammar in a new, so that it's transferable in a new situation. So that's kind of it. And do we have something more, Hugo?
No, just simply, yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more guys in our teams. They're on the development side, and yeah, it was very nice, great experience. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. There's a lot of clapping in the main room for you guys.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, so next up we have Jonas here, actually from the same company, but in a different team. So. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll mute myself. And okay.
Okay, hello everybody. So this is Julia. She wants to level up her English from B2 to C1 as she starts her studies within the UK in architecture. In all the apps she had so far, she was not really happy because she had no fun and made no progress at all. So we just asked her how we can help her. And this is what she told us. Julia is a Spanish native speaker from Madrid, and she is really into architecture, Japanese food, and hiking. So what we did is we created a personalized learning journey for her, which is based on a series of autodidactical scenarios that allow Julia to work on her own skills like reading, listening, speaking, and writing at the same time. Julia will take her own journey through the UK and grow her vocabulary while immersing herself in English culture. Now Julia embarks on her journey.
Which team are you? Say which team.
Sorry, Team Julia. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Julia embarks on her own journey. Remember when I first said we asked her what she's interested in, and she mentioned the architecture. The scenario which we created, and you can see here, is not just a random collection of tasks, but it follows a carefully created and approved concept from learning teaching experts. From this on, we created Julia's personalized learning experience. This provides her with a customized environment to take her English vocabulary to the next level. With her personalized learning app, Julia is really happy. Not only did she improve her vocabulary, but it felt effortless and joyful. This particular exercise combines her desires to grow her vocabulary and at the same time to get more knowledge about architecture. But there's one more thing I have to tell you. not only did we create Julia, this app for Julia, but we created Julia for you. What you can see here, sorry, I have to switch it. So what you can see here is the one thing I would like to give you. So the last minute of my presentation, I would like to take you on the journey with us that we had and what we created for you. So the innovation behind is the creativity and the concentration of a learning template, in the creation of a learning template in the bitmark language, together with the usage of ChatGPT to adapt to the individual situation of the learner, in this case, Julia or everybody else. So let's now create it live. So I put in here my personal background. I'm from Germany. I'm really interested in handball, for example, and also computer science. On the left side, you can see the template we created in bitmark for a specific lesson, and we will now adapt it to my personal interest so it also fits for me. So you can see that ChatGPT, based on the lesson concept which we created and which is approved by learning teachers, is now adapted to my needs, to my individual interests, and to what I told ChatGPT or exactly our application to do. And you can use it directly out of the box with bitmark and any other application. So simply said, what did we do? We taught ChatGPT bitmark. Thanks.
Could you mute yourself?
Sorry.
That was really good. Thank you very much, Jonas, and
Thanks.
the rest of team, on-site team too, as they're called. Great. Next up, do you stop the presentation as well? Okay, just getting it. I would like to ask Team Taskbase to present next, and just as a heads up, I think we're going through it pretty quick actually. And after that, Get More Brain, who is represented by one person here. I feel like Paul has a question.
Can I ask someone to write in the chat each time which the name of the team is?
Yes, sure. 1 second. So this would be Team Taskbase.
Yes, hello. So this is Team Taskbase. What we wanted to show you is that it's possible with all the things that are out there, with the bitmark standard, with the open task pool where you can have tasks that already exist, and with the Taskbase API to build a smart vocabulary trainer in 24 hours. So we try to really mix all the ingredients together that are out there and build something cool with it in, or let's say 23 hours. Who is Taskbase, or like who was here on the hackathon? It was Samuel and Martin who helped up setting and fine-tuning the AI, and it was Christian and me who Christian worked on strapping together all the services that are involved in this, and I tried to create this front end you're seeing here. So now let's try to learn some vocabulary with what we hacked together during those 23 hours. Let's say I want to learn something about food and drinks. Then this vocabulary trainer, which is chatbot, she helps us with that. And she asks us, are we ready? It doesn't actually take 10 minutes. It only takes 2, since I've shortened the duration for this demo. So now the system is asking for a good task for me to learn, something to do in the space of food and drinks. So it tells me, okay, translate the sentence, it is not allowed to drink alcohol. And I say it is not allowed to drink alcohol. Let's see what she thinks. Okay, let's listen to this. I don't think you can hear it. And she wants that I had the mistake, like the audio said, I am not allowed to drink alcohol. So let's fix this. Not allowed, but let's maybe make a mistake with the allowed. Let's say I am not allowed to drink alcohol. Okay, now she gets a bit more specific, Amber. She tells me you made a mistake with double consonants. And she shows me this word that allowed was wrong, and now it's called a technique called scaffolding. It gets easier each time a bit when I make a mistake. So now I can just enter the final word, and now probably gonna be all right. Let's see, perfectly executed. Very nice. Now there comes a second one. Hunger is the best cook. So let's just try to solve this one correctly right away to keep it short. Let's see what Amber has got to say. Yeah, cool. Well, and now she tells me, okay, I've completed all the 2 tasks. I've been asked. Now I can go back to the dashboard and see that I've actually made a bit more progress now here. So yeah, that was our short demo. What we really wanted to show with this is that you can't strap all these things together. So what our product does, or like what this Voki trainer does in the background, is it first fetches tasks from the task pool. It then sends them when the student answers something. It enters them to the feedback evaluation, to the grading API. And when this comes back from the grading API, like now it asks the task pool, okay, give me something. Now it asks the grading API, this smells well. And it also puts in the analytics engine to actually compute this mastery then. So we really tried to put together everything that's kind of bitmark based, since those parts kind of work seamlessly together, and yeah, create the vocabulary trainer with this in 23 hours.
Thank you very much. That's really cool, and you're getting a big applause in the main room here. So team, thank you, Daniel. Team Get More Brain is up next, and that's
Yeah.
I think that's also one man show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, can you hear me? All good? Yeah. Okay. Good. So I'm Titus from Team Get More Brain. I have my spiritual colleagues here, Ami, Antonio, and Yula, but I'm the one who developed the demo. So here's the presentation. The problems. For user, currently with bitmark, content creation is still relatively early. Existing content could be behind the paywall or not, but since there's not a lot of content, then you have the risk of having that. And then you have a lack of niched or tailored content, which is like, okay, let's say I know how to say John bought apples, but I don't know how to explain what I did last night. So I need some first-person stuff to really develop on that side. Okay, 1 second. Let me share it. Share it. My entire screen. Can anyone see my presentation now? Let me get a thumbs up. Okay. So then the other issue, so that's for users, and then for publishers, You have people who write the content, and then you have to create quizzes for that content. So you don't actually focus on, doing what you like. You focus on, okay, now I have to write a test for this. And also, yeah, you waste some time on that. So the solution is an alternative AI-generated content than what has been shown so far. So for users, this is an alternative to manual content, which means, okay, even if currently, let's say, there aren't as many books, with bitmark as you have with PDFs, not by a long shot. And while AI-generated content in many cases is not as good as, something written by a professional, it is free. You can have it as much as you want. And it can also get to be tailor-made for you. For publishers, you get automatic quiz creation based on content, so you only have to take care of the content and you get the quizzes automatically. You can configure it, like how many questions, what kind of quizzes, and it's super easy. The impact will be for people to have extremely cheap or free access to learning content, to have tailored experience based on their hobbies. Basically, yeah, you need to learn nouns, you can get nouns. You need to learn tenses, you can get tenses. And also we can, test you, see what you need to do, and then suggest the the best quizzes for you. And it's also, we can base it on your hobbies or anything. It's scalable and decentralized, as in you don't have one publisher who controls the market. You can just have as much content as you want. And for publishers, you save their time. You can also have like text-to-speech generation of quizzes. Basically, the publisher just dictates the text, and we automatically generate the quizzes from his text. The integration of bitmark in our demo that I will show you in a minute is I'm calling ChatGPT the API, the OpenAI API. It returns JSON because I saw it was more stable with JSON than bitmark currently, but soon it will be able to handle bitmark as well. We turn that JSON into bitmark, and we render the bitmark on the UI. Benefits. The benefits of using bitmark in this situation is that we can reuse the data that we get for multiple clients, multiple applications, whatever you want. The next steps would be open source, a chatbot that does the same thing, but you will see, and until our learning path. And the Swiss make some red wursts. Let me show you the demo. So there are two things here. First, so this is Gamma Brain. This is an application that I'm working on with GABA. You have your own notebooks here. You can say, okay, I want an AI notebook. What are some of your passions? I don't know, French, history. And now in the background, you get a call to OpenAI's API. It creates quizzes related to French history. It outputs JSON. We take that JSON, turn it into bitmark, and create a notebook with it. 9 times out of 10 it works. So I hope this is not the 10th time. As with every
I think we're gonna have to wrap up pretty soon, Titus.
Yeah. Okay. One sec. And while this is going on, also then you have this. Okay, you have a book. Let's say you've written a book, and then you want to say, okay, I need to test my users on the previous chapter to make sure everybody got everything. So you generate quizzes for the previous chapter. Okay, here we see from the previous test what we did. Yeah, it failed. Awesome. Classic happy flow hackathons. And here, waiting for. So this is the result. It adds quizzes that you can complete, get feedback on. Okay, this is excellent stuff. Okay. Yeah, never not take care of the other parts other than the happy flow hackathon. Yeah. So this has been it. It creates the quizzes automatically based on the content of the chapter. Yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jesus. All right, we're just gonna take a 1 or 2 second pause for the judges to kind of catch up, and in that time we can maybe have the Oulu team.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Just
we are
just wait a few seconds, guys, because I need to clean up the the sheet. We're on the last stretch, so we have 4 more teams left to go, and I think if the judges are okay to continue, then we can continue. Can I get a thumbs up from? Okay. Yep, we're good. Yep, Team Oulu, please proceed.
Yes, so first, we are not anymore Team Oulu. We call us Word Warrior, and we merged together with the team from Venezuela called Ayantepoi. So it's kind of a shared presentation. Can you see our slide deck? Good. Then I will start to present. So at the beginning of our journey together, we discussed what we are missing from other language learning apps. And then we defined that most of the language learning apps are just simply based on language. So it's all about vocabulary, grammar, and similar things. Then even though there are attempts to personalize the learning, it's not really tailored to specific needs, but rather on like personalized learning in the sense of mistakes. So what are you doing good and where could you improve? And then as a third point, we evaluated that the content is mostly following on one topic per time, and that leads that not always the chapter or the structure of a unit is authentically. So that's why we would like to present you our new solution, which first of all should raise cultural awareness, as we think that language is way more than just a matter of like putting words together. It is also closely tied to your own identity. And if you're thinking about the ongoing globalization, it's become the longer the more important to also understand the values another person is having to avoid mistakes or misunderstanding. Then for us, it is very important that the application focus on the user interests, their needs and special requirements, so that we take different persons or in the identities into account and focus on them, and that the learning material is authentic. Therefore, we rather structure on an activity as a task or as a chapter instead of just content or a specific topic, as it allows to include more vocabulary in a meaningful way, and it is rather a situation that actually can happen like that in real life. And therefore, we are convinced that this new solution is quite innovative, as it uses top-notch tech from user experience, and thanks to machine learning, it is also possible to take this cultural component into account. And we also implemented both individual and collaborative tasks. And we think the solution is also quite innovative, as it focuses on social learning. It takes constructivism learning theories into account. And also we tried to implement transmedia approach. This means that the activities are quite open. There are activities where you write. There are activities that include kinesthetic tasks, or just like any kind of video or other media material. Yes, and it is quite impactful and accessible for everybody designed. So we are trying or aiming to customize the learning by focusing on everybody's learning needs, as we are first evaluating the students with their background to evaluate what they are coming from, what is the need. And we also take diverse disabilities into account, and there are a lot of possibilities to then tailor the learning experience. Yeah, I don't want to go into detail as we don't have that much time, but we can share afterwards the presentation and then we can take a closer look. And now I will pass over to Miguel, and he's explaining the integration of bitmark.
Okay. Okay. Hello. How are you? Good morning here. Okay. We would like to integrate bitmark firstly using a token for rewarding and gamifying. Okay. Data analytics models are predictive, are intuitive, are driven to predict outcomes of the learning objectives. Okay. Of course, we will gamify. Randomizing testing is like having a test anywhere. Okay. We also use push messages as a classroom. Okay. We could use video messaging when we have internet. Okay. But we're gonna use pocket lessons like using external drive. We're gonna mix together the bitmark test activities and lessons using egghead blogging, using some like using okay, let me rephrase that. We'll have to use okay, egghead, class time, and more brain. Okay, we'll mix them in a hard drive with an offline connection. Okay, so when we come online, it will upload the activities. We also have test blockage. We're also having ChatGPT to help us log in as facial recognition for a test, or to log in and throw some red flags on the mood of the user. That was an AI model that let us know percentage of mood, okay, or emotion, okay. And well,
we have
I'm
to
guessing
wrap it up pretty soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Is there any final words you guys would like to add, or is that good?
Maybe we can just give you quickly a glimpse of the demo we did.
Yes, please. Sure.
So, yes, we are just loading it. Yeah, so this is basically the values that we mentioned before and general information. But if Gab, you could click over to like the test. So this is just like the login page, and go one more and one more. Yes, so if you go down here, we have like created that test to tailor the learner's need and their background. So there are a couple of questions coming also about the educational background to identify on one side the level of proficiency in a certain language, but also to define their like cultural background, to know which values they are sharing and where they can like put on, and what experience they already have with other cultures and with technology, as it is like a main function to like know how to interact with the technology. And in the end, I think if you go one more, there is like the learning style, goals and expectations. And this is like a test they do at the beginning when they start to learn that new language, or you use that language app. And then we also designed later on different like questions on the go. So if you enter it, then you can just say how your mood is today. And if you go, then you can like adjust how happy you are with your learning progress, or you can like write a quick learning diary. Yes. I think that's kind of our final word. We say thank you for the possibilities, and also that we were happy to share with you our progress and our ideas.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yoshi, are you here? Would you like to present?
Okay.
I would just like to say thanks to Yoshi for making the bitmark parser, without which a lot of things this hackathon and previously would not be possible. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. What I'm saying, I'm going to share my slide. I'm not so used to using this.
That's okay.
So it's taking time. Okay, got it. So I'm a backend developer. I got this bitmark parser. I used parser generator. I got it to generate code in TypeScript. So, and there are several, like 10 or so grammar files. The code is kind of gigantic. Anyway, so what I did is just exploring what GPT can do together with the bitmark. I only recently started exporting ChatGPT from the other guys' presentation. They are already utilizing ChatGPT. I was surprised to hear Luis getting ChatGPT to generate text in bitmark format directly. Because anyway. Yeah, exploring. I was meddling with ChatGPT, and I found that it can generate quizzes, because I was having a hard time creating quizzes when I was exporting the bitmark editor. I wanted to check if the bitmark parser can work well with the Japanese character set. I will show you what it's like. Yeah, this is these are two quizzes in Japanese language. The second one has a bug. It's showing the bitmark in the visual. That is bad. But anyway, yeah, these are what I wanted to explore to test the parser while I'm working on this hackathon. I mean, I was thinking what I'm gonna do with the hackathon, and then what I'm creating these quizzes I created is too tedious. So I came up with an idea of using ChatGPT to generate quizzes. So these are the examples. It can generate text in any language, it seems. And it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll get back to the slide. Okay, so this is page 2. Yeah, I'm not in this edtech industry, so I don't know what kind of requirements people have for education.
Sorry to interrupt you, Yoshi, but we might have to wrap up. But if you could send the slides to the Slack channel, we can go over them in the judges panel. But thank you very much. We're just trying to schedule. Yep.
Yeah. So what I did was writing transformer in Python.
Yoshi, can you
Yeah.
hear me? I think we might have to cut your presentation short. If you could send it in Slack, that'll be great, and then we can look at it when we have more time.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks. Thank you, everyone.
So just a final call for the Logiac team. If they're not here, we will only have one more presentation. Okay, that's fine. So the final presentation comes from Ecuador, and they could not be here because it's like 3 a.m. and they're sleeping. So I will play a pre-recorded video that they have sent us. So yeah, it was Team Q. Let's see. Just need to check if this actually works. What?
Cool. Greetings from all over the world, and
I know.
I'm quite happy to be part of this hackathon,
This is
and will now present what we achieved during the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me share my screen so that you see our big presentation. And here we go. Yeah, we're Team Q developers, as we said. And yeah, as a software team, we were curious how to use the bitmark standard through its APIs, our first experience using it as programmers. We opted to create a web application from scratch using PHP and Angular. Our of course, it's open source. If you want to use it, of course you can do it. We had a good time, a lot of fun, but also the typical errors which were frustrating in the beginning, but once they were resolved, happiness were available, and then we were very relieved when we could move forward again. For the future, what we take away is a good feeling of what's possible with bitmark, and definitely we will present our prototype to our customers to show all the things we encountered. And yeah, the goal will be to open the doors for bitmark in the Latin American e-learning community. Why not? Maybe we will even keep going based on that prototype and start to work on our own e-learning solution based on bitmark. Because what we learned and what the main finding for us was that bitmark is a really powerful standard, which of course we will need to explore much more to really exploit the potential. But yeah, have a look on our solution. Gabi, please go ahead and share what we have prepared.
Sure. Let me know when you can see my screen, please. Can you see? Okay. Hi, everyone. So I'm just going to do a quick demo of what we did today. So we all members, we did some cool like features, pages, like keep it minimal, but at the same time like a nice UI, and also like taking advantage of the API tools such as TaskPay and TaskFul. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. So this is an application for students where they can just take tests and also review their results. So this is the first, what we did basically is build a test where a mentor created a test with 3 quizzes. So the student has to go through all the quizzes, but at the end he or she will see all the results. So I really don't know what are the real answers, so I'm just guessing. And if you see the first page, here we can see all the questions that are being like retrieved from the API from TaskFul. So right now, once you hit the go results, you can see all the questions, and you can also, a nice cool feature, like if you did it, you can also listen to the question. Then we're going to the next quiz, and we'll go also for 2 more times. So please bear with me. Here again, we're using TaskFul for creating dynamically all those choices that you see for every question. And finally, we're going to the next quiz. Also, another feature that we added is for students to be able to change the color. They can change it here, for example. They don't like that color. Okay, so let's just wait for it to load. And finally, we're in the last test. I'm going to say something and let's see how I did. Okay. And when I click on results, the AP from behind is going to start like calculating my score. And you see I did really bad, 5 out of 15. But the cool thing about this is that you can review your answers. And also it's supported by TaskBase. So we did that integration as well. And if you did really good at, I really don't want to do it because I did bad, sadly, at my name here. After you do that, you get your top 3 scores here. And you can see how other scores, how other like students are doing for these same topics that tests. Finally, another page that we did is for the mentors, where they can download the quiz. And this is nice because they should be able like to integrate this JSON or the quiz that they just created with another tool. yeah, that's basically our tool. I hope you like it.
Thank you, Gabby, and thank you for having the opportunity to participate in that event. We all hope you like our solution, and if you have questions, please let us know. We will be happy to answer and to discuss about what we learned and our experience during the last almost 24 hours. Okay, take care. Have a good day.
See you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was Team Q from Ecuador. Sorry about the background noise. We didn't realize we were getting picked up. So Q3, are we here? And I think if not, then that's the end of the presentations. We'll have the judges convene. Oh no, Stefan was on adaptive, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have the judges convene for about half an hour. They'll discuss, tally up the scores, and we'll be back in 30 minutes for an awards ceremony and wrap up to the hackathon. But I just want to say on behalf of the Bitmark Association that we really, really appreciate the effort that you guys made, and we're really looking forward just to discussing, and we will document everything that everyone's done so that they'll be shared on LinkedIn and Medium and everything, so we can learn from each other. We can use the code that we've made, especially the ChatGPT integrations, updates, the documentation, and the examples of how to use the Bitmark parser. All of this will be made available and for everyone to use. So we'll be back in half an hour, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Feel free to leave the call. Judges, we can go back to the judging meeting room in the channel. Okay, so we're starting in 5 minutes. Hope everyone's ready soon. It's like X Factor or The Voice. No, I muted myself because Lisa and I are talking secret talk. Okay, I think we are about to start now. On my layout, I can't really see the main room, but I trust that they're ready. Lisa will check. Yeah, just first things first, it was extremely difficult. The judges spent quite a bit of time going back and forth and fighting for their picks and finding out that the criteria was actually quite limited to capture all the value and like ideas that were created. So just want to say that first. Can everyone hear me fine? I just need a thumbs up. Yeah, good. So the first category will be the impact category, and we would ask Maggie to kindly introduce the winner and say a few words about it.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. Now, obviously, I guess that everyone is sitting on their edges, wanting to know who has won in this category, and I will start straight away. So the most impactful solution award goes to Word Warriors. Well done! Congratulations! Amazing, guys. The reason why we have chosen as a jury the team Word Warriors, I know you guys have formed out of various teams, but the reason why you have been chosen in this category is that we felt that it was a solution that was most diverse for the users, so a very diverse user base. It is a very diverse learning method and overall the user experience. So very well done. Congratulations. Absolutely awesome. Well done.
Okay, we have also like a little certificate that we made, which will be mailed, so you can put it up wherever you are. Maggie, they're in the Slack, but if you could just share it and show
You
your
want me?
screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
that'll be great. Just
to share the screen quickly.
just for novelty's sake.
Just bear with me for a second. Just to
No
make sure I have
stress.
all the 100,000 background bitmark things gone away. Okay, so let me share my screen. Nope, not that. Your entire screen. I think that should be. No, actually, I don't want to. Hold on. Not like I'm doing this every day, but now that you're calling me out, and I'm still so nervous from presenting.
You did a great presentation.
No, it was more about, was more nervous for the guy. So does it work? Am I sharing already?
No.
Why can't I share? This isn't difficult. Share a window. Share. Okay, it doesn't let me share, so that's not good. Maybe it's to do with my setup.
Might be that there's so many people on the call that
We're gonna share it for you, Maggie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
you did
Yeah,
great.
I can't.
Thank you so
Yeah, for
much.
some reason I can't press share. I'm so sorry.
okay, now
We can't share it either.
But you know what I could do? I could post it in our Slack channel.
Yeah, you can
want
do
me
it
to
in the
do
main
that?
channel. Yeah, you can do it in the main channel. I
Oh
think
yeah, thank
There
you.
you go.
Into the
Thanks,
introduction
Polly.
channel.
I hope
Yeah.
everybody sees Polly now.
Yeah. Which channel? Oh, do we have it now?
Yay.
Polly,
Oh,
if you
we have it
speak
on
with
there.
the- yeah.
There's always one who manages.
I
Okay.
don't think that people can see it, but
Well
yeah.
done, Word Warriors.
Yeah.
The next team, the next category is innovation, and I would like to ask Julia Pickler to introduce the team and why they won.
Thank you so much. So the most innovative solution, it was also a huge discussion here, and I'm very excited to share that Team Julia won. And congratulations to you all. You did an amazing job, first of all. And the reason why we picked you as the most innovative solution is because we were impressed by the personalized learning path that you offered. So when I thought about your presentation, it was like, oh, if I go to the UK or if I move there, and then I can learn about the culture and the language at the same time, that was very interesting. And it was just a very immersive learning experience. So congratulations to you. And I will also share the certificate in the Slack channel. And thank you for participating.
And next up, we have the creativity category, and we would like to ask Uwe to present it.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm excited to present you the winner of the category creativity, and it's the team Upucate with the Explorer app. So let me see if I can share my screen so that you see Yes, and why did we choose the team Educate? It's because we we like the idea of exploring a language by exploring the history, the culture of a country, answering questions on that, and have a language journey by exploring that in that way. And the 360 degrees, a degree view on the language journey. Yeah, that impressed us much. It is, we found that it's a new, fresh, a great idea of, yeah, of learning something, and that's why we chose Educate and Explorer.
Thank you, Uwe. And we have one more from the judges, which was not planned, but I think is worth talking about. And I think Suzanne can say a few words there.
Yes, we have one special mention, which goes to adaptive publishing with the Randall app. And we want to mention this one because this was the only presentation where it was very clear that it did not only use the task pool and the bitmark format, but also contributes to it. So adaptive publishing managed, like this one-man team managed to create some content, and then in the train, as I understood it, in the morning, had the exporter to bitmark format so that it can be used by the community, and this is worth a special mention. Thank you for that.
And we also have the final one, which is the audience People's Choice Awards, direct democracy, Swiss style. And I would like to ask Lisa to introduce the team.
Yeah, so it's my pleasure to announce the People's Choice Awards, the award winner. For me, obviously, like all of you are winners, and I think you all should get a certificate. And I think it's amazing what has been created through the last 24 hours, 23 hours, yeah. And yeah, can we share the People's Choice Award winner? Yeah, so it was quite close.
Tab.
And a lot of you have been voting there. People from the YouTube live stream and everybody. I was sharing already.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So it is
Sorry.
Team Baba from Ghana, which makes me so happy. So it's so well deserved, and
sorry about that.
Yeah, no, super great. I'm very happy for Team Baba. Congratulations to Ghana. Thank you for joining from Ghana. Yeah, but obviously all of you are winners. It's very inspiring to have observed the last 24 hours and what has been possible in those short time, and by a engaged community. And this is what the Bitmark Association is all about. Like, yeah, solving or creating solutions for open learning by a community to help to fix education and to make education more accessible. And I think through the past 24 hours, we have just shown that it's possible if we work together in teams from all around the world. And yeah, let's see what's possible when we have even more time and even greater community. So yeah, in the name of the Bitmark Association, I want to thank all of you for your participation as individuals, as teams, as judges, as mentors, as just viewers who has been here on site with us, just observing the teams and helping the whole organization team. I mean, Tim, you have done an amazing job with your moderation. Like, everybody worked so well together, and yes. So thank you a lot for that. And also with Bitmark, it would be also great if you even invite your communities to Bitmark, to the Bitmark Association, share what you have created through the past 24 hours, share it with the world, spread the word about Bitmark and the importance of open learning content. And yeah, join our community. I mean, you are part of it now. And I hope that we work even closer together in the future. So thank you so much.
And I think
Gaba also needs
Yeah.
to say a few words
Well,
now.
I just want to thank you, Lisa, for everything. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
yeah, and I think that's a wrap. So thank you everyone for participating. We'll be creating content from this. We'll be sharing the code. We'll be building off what we've done this weekend. So this is a really great start to a really great future. Thank you.
Thank you,
so much.
guys. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Great
See you again.
experience. Thank you for having us. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take good care, guys.
It's nice to play some outro music if we had any.
Sure, we can sing a bit.
But yeah, that was.
Oh, we're not.